Okie dokie. I'm getting my little plumber's hat on. Just starting to, this is my hot and cold for my washing machine, right? And I want to reroute this because this is just protruding too far out. And I'm doing it to get practice on doing the shower. And also because I want to reroute this and change it from copper to PEX. So I'm going to start with the cold. I'll start with the cold line first, which is this side. And I'm thinking I'm not going to do any cutting or anything today. I'm measuring for my PEX because I have to figure out how I'm going to run it. I was thinking of running it from down here, behind this stack, probably drilling a hole and bringing it over here, and from there I would have to put like an elbow up and then it would be an elbow down. So see, that's why I want to start my layout. That's why I want to start on the cold, because you know, it might be the easiest, who knows. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do any cutting. I just unwrapped my the cold PEX roll, and that was a chore in itself because I didn't want to, you know, I was taking my time. I didn't want to cut the PEX underneath, and they wrapped that thing pretty doggone good. So I just want to get a measure. So let me put you on pause a sec. I want to get a measure from here, and I'm going to put a lot of waste in it. All right, I'm going to get a measure somewhere down there, and I have 100 feet of PEX, you know, cold PEX. So it's not like I can be. I have to be stingy with it. So hold on. All right, a right angle is like 3 feet. So I'm going to, even though I'm going to try to slope it and put it behind here, like I said. Maybe cut a hole. Probably have to cut a hole there. You know, I can do it on here and just have it come through. So I'm going to cut my cold 4 feet. I'm going to cut my cold 4 feet. So let me go cut it. I'll take it to the shop. Hold on. Okay. I got my 4 foot mark right around here. I'm going to use, when I bought this, they sent me a cutter too, which I didn't know was going to have a cutter with it, but I also have a cutter in here, so I don't know which cutter is better. They appear to be pretty much the same. This one's E-field, this one's, let's see what this one looks like. Oh, and the blade looks similar. Now I've been watching videos, and several other videos, and I see this with some and I don't see it with others, but some guys will say twist as you cut, right? Give it a twist as you cut. It helps give a nice straighter cut. So let me just do that off camera and I'll come back. All right, I gotta say that was like going through a hot melt through butter. So yeah, it's not so bad, huh? All right, let's take it inside and see. Oh, another thing before I forget, I think I was mistaken about the PEX A and B, the difference. I think PEX A is the expandable pipe. You put the tool in and it expands, right? And then you put the fitting over. I think that's PEX A. I think PEX B has the collar I'm going to use and the ring. So I was mistaken, I think. So like I said, I'm just learning all this PEX stuff. But here's where I'm going to go. See how long I made it, like extra long. So yeah, that might not be so bad. Okay. And I can use whatever, because if I elbow, all right, so I'm going to put the adapter here. Yeah, and a short piece of PEX with an elbow. Short piece of PEX with an elbow. Actually, a short piece of PEX coming up with an elbow, and then joining, sticking this through the hole and having it meet up. So that might not be a bad plan. Of course, it all sounds good. I think I'm going to be probably starting out with the hardest part of the job, right? But that's fine, trial by fire, right? So these are the original valves on the other side, and I have new valves, the PEX valves. So that's one of the reasons I want to get rid of them. So it's a dual purpose. I'm going to insulate the hot PEX going in, not this. This is the cold. So yeah, I think this is going to be all right. Bring it back through here, right? I can't simulate, yeah, something like that. Drill a hole, have it teed up on the other side, coming down, have it teed, and then let's see, can I do? No, when I do the adapter, I have to run PEX off of that. And I can only go so far back because here's the T. It's not like I can come back here because this supplies the sink in my garage, which is actually plumbed to my utility room, but I moved my sink to the garage. So this is supplying, these two are supplying the hot and cold to my sink in the garage. And I don't want to mess with them unless I have a good reason to do it, because there's a nice big wall cavity in there, and you see it, they go back to wherever they're going to. A foot or so, and then they, elbow into my supply, the valve. So I don't want to mess with those because I don't think any of this stuff's going to be in my way. Once I get the tub, and if I decide to move the wall, the shower wall, which is going to be yet to be determined, but it's probably looking in that direction. Once I get the tub past like here, right? This is all going to be fine. This is not even going to be in the way. It's just a matter of getting the tub past this stack, getting past this mess. It's an organized mess. I mean, I can understand exactly why they did it. This was probably, when they poured the concrete, this was already here. This goes to the sewer. This is the vent. Every sewer line, every water line, every P-trap needs a vent, right? To give you that positive, what do they call it? Pressure, Otherwise, you wouldn't have any flow. So I can understand why they did it, but anyway, we won't go there. We're going to stick with what we got. I'm going to start with the cold side. Now, when I get ready to, I'm going to shut the water off on my lawn, and I'm going to cut the pipe. I don't want to cut it too close to this T, in case I need to. I mean, I might cut it. I don't want to cut it too close to the stack, because there's that stud there. So I might cut it somewhere around here. Notice my fingers moving because I don't know yet. So, all right. So this is the beginning of the layout for the PEX, and it's going to be a big learning curve for me. Big learning curve, but that's all right. We're going to get there. All right, we're going to get there. All right, I'll leave you with that shot right there. Stay tuned. There's going to be more to come.